All right, now it's time to look at conflict. We looked at the difficult personalities, difficult people we have to deal with. Now let's talk about what conflict is, causes of conflict, how does it affect performance, and then, what ways could we approach conflict? Okay, first of all, conflict defined. We are at page 5 in your workbook, so make sure that you are there. And then we're also going to take a look at our screen share on looking at more of conflict. Okay, so how is conflict defined? All right, the basic, you can look a lot of definitions there, but it's a process, okay? And it's all about perception. How other people perceive things and what we perceive as different will cause conflict. So I think a super easy way to look at it is what I want does not equal what you want. Then there's conflict, and we can have little itty bitty conflicts to like super big conflicts, all right? So a lot of times people consider it undesirable, but conflict, like anything, can have its place. We just need to understand what that looks like. So let's look at how conflict impacts performance. So there's a certain level of performance that can get impacted with conflict. So here's the relationship between conflict and performance. So if you notice that it doesn't impact performance at the beginning, right? But there becomes an optimal level of performance where it meets. And then at that point, too much conflict will decrease performance, okay? So that's important to understand. So when my husband worked at with this one boss for about 6 years, he was a very difficult power player, indirect aggressor, temperamental, and there's a lot of this going on in this boss that he had. And that was challenging. And for a while, it didn't impact his performance, but then there was a point it really did. And that was the point where then he knew it was time to do something different, to make a change, because it was starting to impact him or his performance. And that's when you know it's optimal exercise, okay? So that's understand produce ideas that are way of things. Could give them outlets for looking at base and these are the things that maybe have been in the past. Ways to people and firms competing for something or on a team like something. However, in the first phase, that's when dysfunctional trust to occur. When you start having trust issues, feelings, resistance, and turnover. Okay, so you might be working for a boss in a firm because of a stage, and that's going to be dysfunctional. You have to figure out ways that you can cope that with the discussion. Let's create a hostile work environment. So important to get some changes to put on AD and look at one of the causes of conflict. Causes of conflict are resources, pressure, dealing demands, viewpoints, expectations, etc. So we're going to and also we're going examples of these common causes. Okay, and because it's more station and now let's for that. So now. Alright, what's the language I think through these classes of conduct? What I tend to see when I'm teaching this course is that the inconsistency goals or cases or tend to come a lot. So the question of personalities are just which is different viewpoints and how you tend to see things. I'm going to go a little bit around as well. Okay, so keep out, if you're trying to know what's the process mean, the personality style, we've talked about transfer, absent, action, now like concept, what's okay. So that's the way in which you can see for right, no learn we can see because you have to do it. So when knowing is who you are and so some questions here for you to be confident with the know ways and for things. Okay, so people right here is which is like for them, they know this is true, you true, and that's where the conflict comes in. Okay. Then so there's ways of the knowing, the learning. We all learn and think differently. So when we learn something like moving, sure, all of the styles are back on the rise, but you just can and in conflict. The glasses we wear, physically or the glasses, because that just shows you the world. And so we see it from perspectives our world, and that's how we believe natural. So our view is right on. And naturally, we are perceiving as conflict. Our reserve need to how do we want to face. So we that's what conflict we figure out. That's actually actually important. You have to approach conflict and on that for you. So like opportunity to come the definition and then do the words. Alright, so again, first aggressive, more forceful, conflict. Then we have confidence in the station, standing firm. Accommodative, accommodator, that's a level more about something commodity maker. I made the work, you kind of do whatever it takes to acquiesce and skill on easily or you just totally different. So when you write the right terms, what's your preferred approach to it? So go ahead and write that and feel not to shield them away. Preferred for earlier, I selected being conflict or I call it more accommodative. With confidence, that was I have to be more because I don't know how it is, so it'll balance what everybody has. So research shows is that personality is the feeling safer with your decision. You're not aggressive, you're a little far, but you're waiting. So it's really intuition with your style is that. Pretty much it's hard to make something stop. So I plan for conversation to come to the side themselves as you had and you're okay. If I'm in a weird and so it's really your personality is then we matter. No one's going to follow the person you feel like before I get to your long ways. So think that as he and we're going to move on to the next is the competencies of conflict management.